There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, when it comes to being very watchable, Peter, I don't think you'll get much better than Vinicius Junior. His raw pace, added to the infinite amount of trickery he has up his sleeve, are sure to cause any defence no shortage of headaches. He just needs a better final product at the top level.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And it's Bellingham. Hakimi making good progress on the right-hand side. He is just caressing the ball. Opts to play it back. Gabriel with a fine tackle. Now, what about a counter-attack? Mbappe receives it in a good position here. He's found the way through. Ball is over the line.
Yeah, and he read it before anyone could follow up.
Hernandez. Played over towards the opposite flank. Bellingham. That's the keeper's ball. Rafael Leao. And it's Grimaldo. Bellingham. And he's onside. Fires. Rafael Leao! Oh, it's hit the post. And he's managed to get rid. Bellingham gets a foot in here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Rafael Leao. France are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Great ball, and he's in here. Vinicius Junior! And he's done it! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Vietnam are in front now, the game's only goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Bellingham. And it's Neves. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Gabriel, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's in a great position here. Good ball, good take, and he's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Closing in on goal. Now, there's the shot! And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. France are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Vitinha, that's a delicate pass. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tchouaméni can get it clear. He has a look out. Oh, this looks sharp. It's just beyond his reach. And here's Osimhen. And it's Vitinha. He's on it, can he get away? And reclaimed it in a trice. Hakimi. João Neves. Bellingham. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Bellingham. And it's Tchouaméni. João Neves. Bellingham.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
France really need to bring up their intensity and...
Rafael Leão! Decent enough try.
Rafael Leão is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Tchouaméni. And it's Hakimi. Bellingham. Is there any support? He might not need it. Hernandez is onto this. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Bellingham. Grimaldo. It's Bellingham. Vietnam finding their passes. Now then, the ball's come loose. Bellingham, who does have an assist to his name. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
He had a chance to offload that left, so I think he's going to have to swallow his medicine on this one.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. That's tidy. And it's Neves. Oh, that was vital.
There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
Hernandez goes on a charge down the left. Hakimi. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Chance for a shot! It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Vietnam are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 45, le numéro 17,
And it's
le
Hakimi.
numéro 22. À leur place,
France
le numéro 30,
are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the
le
need
numéro
arise.
9. Changement en cours.
Tchouaméni. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Endrick. Oh, well played, well played. And he's there to get it away. Eze. Mbappe under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Grimaldo going full steam ahead down the left flank. He's played it back. And it's Tonali. Vietnam looking to pass their way through. Very nicely done. And he's in big chance! Time and again they are repelled. And the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Mbappe running with the ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
The pass has gone astray. Šeško. That's a sharp pass. Looking for the run. And it's Hakimi. Aimed beyond the defence. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Spread neatly. Eze. Hernandez. He's got two. Really well taken goal. Just 1 in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 20.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Dembele coming on here as broadly expected.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
France get themselves back into contention.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls there.
Shot a goal! It's bounced back off the post. Eze did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Šeško.
France really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
There will be a throw-in. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Grimaldo. Hakimi.
I don't think they can assume that the game is safe. One slip can be really costly.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of this. Osimhen! Oh, it's come off the upright. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this fella, Donnarumma, is someone who's been catching our eyes ever since he made his top-flight debut at the age of 16. He's had to grow up very quickly because of that, and it shows in his positional awareness and consistency. And you've got to remember, his shot-stopping is second to none.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Rafael Leao showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bellingham. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Hakimi, Van Dijk. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Neves. Rafael Leao. That's a throw. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Vietnam with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Hakimi deals with that comfortably. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's put paid to a promising move. Osimhen, probing pass. Can he latch on to this? Oh, sweet feet. Played in with purpose. He's there and gets it away. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And it's Grimaldo. Grimaldo going full tilt down the left. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Hernandez. Can he get it through? Bellingham picks it up out wide. Bellingham. Now it's Osimhen. Bremer can get it clear. Nice sequence of passes, this. Crosses it in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off. France are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Hakimi, whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Chouameni, here's Rafael Leao. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Gravenberch. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And it's Hakimi. Chouameni, Hakimi, and Bremer. Now that looks a decent ball. And he can clear it away. Grimaldo.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rafael Leao touches it back.
Rafael Leao really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Hakimi. And he's had it nicked away. Over to the left. Hakimi promptly onto that. And we've reached half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in the second half.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
France clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Gravenberg. João Neves. Good purposeful running this. Caught offside that time. Bellingham. Now it's Vinicius Junior. João Neves tries to play it through. Chance! Really well taken goal. The second half sparks straight into life. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Vietnam have fired themselves in front.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Goes for a shot! It's hit the upright.
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
It's their second corner of the game. Gravenberg tries to clear. Bellingham. He slid in and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. And he's heaved it away. So we've reached the hour mark. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Bellingham has it in a wide position. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
France are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
That has been slung wide. Mbappe! And the shot! Tries to get it clear. Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Hernandez. France have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time. France really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 22.
We have got changes
Le
here
numéro
from
23.
both sides, in fact.
Le numéro 45. Le numéro 38. Le numéro 20. À leur place.
And the shot!
Le numéro 8. Le numéro
Well, he was
30.
given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now, can they get him away? And it's Hakimi. Oh, lovely bit of skill.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Great defending, strong and determined. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
And he's managed to get free. Chouameni, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's beautifully weighted. Brilliantly cut out.
France really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Mbappe.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Hernandez looking to run onto it. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That was not
Il y
well.
aura 2 minutes de
No
temps
unnecessary
additionnel.
risks, and the game is petering out here. Grimaldo. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Donnarumma comes out and deals with it. And that will be the final act. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, I think a draw might have been a much fairer result today. It's just that one crucial second-half goal. That's what cost them.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.